see how the temperatures look for early in the morning, and make a decision on when we're putting in sunflowers or not. Okay, in the meantime, let's feed the dog. There you go. Where's the fence? The fence is in here. Oh, I didn't. Sheep are going to need food and water later today. We still only have 203, so no big deal there. Let's go take the tractor. So I did a check on this one. It's about 200 horsepower. So perfectly able to do reasonable field work, and I have it loaded up with a wide tyres and wheel weights to give it a little extra traction. It should be able to cope with that solid spreader. We did get the big one, so that's DF there, and I think herbicide. Herbicide, okay. Ooh, I think I've got herbicide in the main sprayer as well. I'm planning our next spraying visit to the fields is going to be herbicide on pretty much all of them because of the way the weeds are happening this year. Going to match that. Oh, that's a little bit more than I wanted. I think those 3 pallets there are also lime, but we only have the one field to do, so, which may or may not be a good thing. There's the bucket to clear the fence. And yay. Kinda yay. Didn't get close enough. Oh no, those. Those are fertilizer. Poop. Okay, we actually have solid fertilizer. I didn't realise that. What's that over there? That's liquid fertilizer, which I cannot lift. Is that liquid fertilizer? Liquid fertilizer. And we have herbicide in here, so we could go and empty that tank down in the lower field into this thing. In the meantime, this is going to have to go down to the store for a couple of bags. That's okay. It's the field is on the way to the store. Bugging me already. corner. This one's the big problem. Excuse me. Seriously, get out. Walk over to this one. Jump over that one. There we go. We are now in... Which one? I'm still in that one, aren't I? Jeez. Okay. Now I'm in the wrong one. That was hard work. So I want to be able to get into this part of the yard and empty grass into the silage bunker without these belts being in the way. So we'll do the best we can, shunting them into a corner. Although, as we just proved, putting them too close to each other makes getting into the right one a little tricky. Okay, so that's a start. Now it's back to the store for some stuff. Should have turned left there. We'll go around the normal route. I do want another tractor in the low 200 horsepower range, but definitely can't afford that right now. Bad enough that we're under 10,000. But as I said, I don't mind borrowing a little bit more money because we bought the field with most of the money that we have. We'll do sunflower sales in a few days. Which I think is probably going to be about 100,000, which should clear off the most of the debt on that field. And then early summer we'll be able to get some silage sold. Spring production is always silage because risk of wet weather. It's not ideal hay creating weather. Summer we'll do at least one field of hay so that we have supplement for our sheep food. And then again in fall it's really a guess of do we have enough hay to be going on with, and preferably let's make silage because income is good. Alright, here we are. How many I'm not sure. Tank lime is 460 for 2100. And I think lime is 450 for 2000. So that's 450 for 2000. That's 460 for 2100. 450 for 2000. 10. I don't know. Is that better? It's $10 more for 100 litres. That's £100 for 500 litres. think it's better. Okay. Okay, 4 bags hopefully is enough. Yep. And during my last visit to the store, I accidentally sold that weight there, and I was meaning to empty or sell a different one, so that was a little unplanned for. Probably about £500 of lost revenue or lost money. What I need to be careful of here is not to load the bucket with lime, which is why I pulled so far forward. So I did that on my Law Folds playthrough. I was driving around spreading fertiliser on the field, and suddenly realised the bucket on the front of the tractor was also full of fertiliser. So I had to unhitch and tip it into the spreader. Okay. We are good to go. I came down here for, what was it? I had to buy some extra seed and solid fertilizer, I think, for the planter. So I bought the small Ivor Williams trailer down and just loaded that up. That's all taken care of, because our planter has such a small capacity. I had to hitch the trailer up to the Land Rover so I can bring the seed and fertilizer with me wherever I go. A little bit unplanned, but that's just the way it is. There's our new field. I'm not going to spread the line yet because obviously we need the ploughing done. Empty morning or empty road. Still a misty morning. The turn off, there's the thing, and there's the field being worked on. We can turn the flashing lights off now. So this farm track here does lead all the way up to the top there, which gives access to a bunch of fields over there. This one, not so much. I think that one needs to be accessed from 13. No, that's 28 over there. I think my explorations 28 is accessed from over this side here. I think that's the access to 28, but here we can drive up here, access 25. I think we can also then turn there and access 28. 26 I believe is also accessible, so we can get all 3 of these fields straight from our exit next to the sawmill without having to do too much road driving. It's going to be a pain getting the grains back to the farm to put in the silo. Kind of getting into Oak Glen Farm's sort of area of, or catchment area. That was engine off. Let's that on. Okay, so ploughing. What is this? Needs ploughed, leaves lime, is fallow for the previous two. So this is actually good state field. We could plant anything on this field, even soybeans, but we're not going to do that. Let's go have a look at our not that. So yeah, soybeans, corn not plantable until this point if the temperatures get warm enough. This field I definitely want a cereal, so it's going to be wheat because wheat is what we chose to plant in our other field, and I'd like to keep, although this crop's going to be later harvesting than the wheat's already in the ground. Maybe not. But I kind of like to, let's not be too variable on what crops are in the ground, so that you don't have to, you can do multiple fields without having to worry about emptying the harvester between each one. As I said, this one's far enough off. We could do barley in this one, or oats. Anyway, I think so. Yeah, that's our seed trailer, which does have a ton of seed on the back and fertilizer, so that's good. We do have solid fertilizer. Oh, got stuck. Where's the Valtra? So this is all set up for herbicide. I can't lay any herbicide until the fields actually get a level of growth on them. In fact, I can't put any fertilizer on any of them unless I've just planted them. If I plant them with a seeder that does not also lay down fertilizer, then that counts as a change of state for the field, and we can then. I'm guessing that's the back tank that's empty. So at that point you can put fertilizer down, or herbicide, or whatever you want to put on there. But you have to change the state of the field between each application of stuff. There we go. That's finally gone. So you could plough a field, spread lime, cultivate a field, put fertilizer on it, plant a field, put some more fertilizer on it, but then you have to wait for a stage of growth before you can put anything else on the field. So that includes lime, fertilizer, solid and liquid, slurry, manure, all of the things like that, and herbicide. They're all applications on a field, and so you have to make sure that the field is good for that. Okay, let us, oops, drop that. Oh, the cultivator actually needs to be, does it need to be serviced, or did I service it? I don't recall. I have serviced the Challenger recently, so it's entirely possible that I did. Completely forgot I had all this seed down here as well. Okay, that's fully loaded. That's fine. I'll try and move that a little bit closer to the fence. Cultivator's way back there, so we're good. That. Oops, I think I'm scratching the thing at the back. The turn signal lights on. That's good. That's a little bit better out of the way. Put that back on the cultivator. Other button. There we go. Okay. I'm going to check the equipment manifest for stuff what needs serviced. Okay, the Axion needs serviced. It's out ploughing. The Valtra needs serviced, kind of, sort of. I'll probably do the herbicide and then service the Valtra. The truck needs serviced. We're not, well, we can do that after we've done the sunflower sales. That's the harvester, so not too worried about the Flegel S298. That'll be the tipper. That's the other tipper. They're still 60%, so fine. Yeah, grease the joints, they're good. Darkside AU, thank you for the raid, and welcome to the stream. So I think right now the fence out on the field. Go grab the Lindner and take a couple of bales over to see the sheep. And happy Thanksgiving to those who've just arrived. How much do the sheep need? Okay, 9,000, that's at least 2 bales, halfway. It's 12,000 for 3. Yeah, don't think they need 3. Go with 2. Stab that. Oop. And stab that one. Oh, okay. Well, welcome from Australia. And happy summer. It's coming up to good weather for you guys. We just had our first serious snow last week on Sunday morning, I think it was. Oh, less than 4 inches, but even so. It was a little bit unexpected this year. Because it has been unseasonably mild for the last few months. Okay. Big piles of hay there. Nice. Grass, actually. That off. Oop. Vault the tractor into the air. I'm thinking that's less than a bale's worth of needed. Yeah, that's gonna do it for you. Yeah, I used to stream quite a lot in the evenings, not so much these days. So mostly my stream is Saturday morning, while everybody else is enjoying a lay-in or whatever. So we've been going quite a long time on this one over the course of events. This is winter of our second year, and we're poor because we just bought a $600,000 field with a bit of a loan from the bank. And I also bought this tractor to replace the Lindner 90. The thing I find with this yard is a little bit tight, so it is a benefit to have a four-wheel steer tractor available. And this one does fit a little bit better, I think. The higher horsepower and I think slightly more weight does help with all of the feeding and such and like. Problem I found with the Lindner, I ended up balancing on the front wheels for way too much of the time. So we got a variable weight on the back which balances things out fairly well, but the tractor is a little bit heavier than the 90. So we should be better behaved, I think. Considering our finances, I might just go and relieve the worker. Looks like he's over halfway though, so that's a good thing. Nobody coming. There's a thin part of the hedge. Okay, Helper J was blocked by me. That's good. So Helper J, go home. Yeah, crop destruction. So we're now going to start erasing all of the dead whatever it is that is in here. Completely mess up the plough line. Okay, we'll just do that. That looks good. I'm going to load the plough, break the blades, and let it swing across. There we go. So if you're still here, Darkside, which map are you playing at the moment? My personal preference is to stream maps that others aren't playing right now, and I tend to play it to its fullest extent if I can. This farm allows for, at least the fields we have, up to 1,500 sheep, so the plan is to go